What's up, guys? What's up? Should we do something like, let's get right into the news? Except, it's not really much news. Anyways, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I haven't done YouTube in a long time. Okay, the last time that I uploaded a video to YouTube was on November 14th, so almost 2 months away. In fact, when I upload this, I'm gonna just schedule it for the 14th. It's gonna be 2 months since a video has been uploaded to this channel in 2 months. Yeah, what the heck did I just say? See, that's the problem. I haven't done YouTube in so long, I can't even speak to the camera anymore. Today, I want to explain where I've been, and one thing that I want to leave open is I want to leave open questions, or, okay, so what the fuck? As well as I also want to leave it open for you guys to leave comments in the comment section below. If you guys do that, and if there's enough comments, I will make a sort of Q&A video. If you guys do have any questions about where I've been, what I've been doing, what's going on, if you guys have any questions about anything that I do say in this video, so please feel free to leave comments in the comment section below, and I will probably talk about those in a following video. Back after I uploaded the video on November 14th, I was just kind of feeling down and just not really up to make videos. So what I did is I left Boise. I went up to my grandparents' place up in northern Idaho, and I just spent some time. Really, I only spent a day just kind of thinking, just kind of getting my mind free. And after that one day, I was feeling a lot better. I was feeling good to go. I was thinking about coming home and doing some videos, just being creative and coming up with new things to do rather than what I was doing with the whole Call of Duty. Because honestly, Infinite Warfare sucks. Okay, everybody knows it. Infinite Warfare is just a horrible game. Nobody wants to watch it. I don't even want to play it, which is ridiculous because I've been just an avid fan of Call of Duty ever since it came out, but I don't want to do it anymore. It's not my thing. Since November 14th, or since that time, I haven't even wanted to play video games, period, until this beta comes out that For Honor. I'll show some gameplay in the background for you guys so you know what it is. This game just it's like revived the spirit for me almost, so I really enjoy it. I'm getting a text message here. I gotta check this real quick. This game I haven't been excited to play a game like this than I have in a long time. Like, I get on every once in a while and play CSGO just about every day just to have something to do, and I honestly do like CSGO. I've liked it for a while. There's just been nothing like Call of Duty. I mean, I can't even say that For Honor really fills that place where Call of Duty once had. There's one thing, after that day and a half that I was there in Grangeville, or at my grandparents' house, I received some news bear with me, guys. This is really hard for me to talk about. Basically, my cousin took his own life on November 23rd. It was the 22nd when I found out because of time difference. He lived back in Virginia. Basically, what happened is, instead of coming home and doing videos that night that we found out, me and my grandparents drove from from their place all the way down to my place, which is 4-hour drive. I had to take my own car back, so I ended up, my cousin came with me that lives up there at my grandparents' place. That it's like my grandparents' house, and then across the driveway is their place, which is pretty cool for what they get. Just the time with him driving back just kind of sucked. There was a part driving back where it was snowing, and I don't know. Bear with me again. This is hard to talk about. We drove back that night, and we basically started the drive back at like. Well, we got back at 7, so 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So we left at like 3 in the morning and got there at about 7. So, and then, nobody really wanted to sleep because the pain that we were feeling and the confusion and everything was just so deep and so horrifying that you don't really feel like sleeping after hearing something like that. And so, I drove back and didn't sleep at all. Got there, didn't really even want to sleep. Everybody knew except for my brother and sister. Because they were at the end of the chain of people to find out about it. I was happy that they were able to get to sleep, but we left and, got back home. I slept for quite a long time that day. My cousin was able to sleep too. We both slept in my bed, which is sitting behind the camera basically. And, cousin's a dude, by the way. Don't get any ideas there. Both cousins are dudes. My grandfather, my grandmother, and my dad flew over the very first flight that we could possibly get. And you got to keep in mind, Thanksgiving is like 3 days away, so there's no flights available, and car rental is like a huge problem. Thankfully, everything just kind of worked out. We were able to get everything that we needed. We were able to get flights somewhat where we were all together. You know, there was only 2 groups that had to split up. The first flight out of Boise, we were fine. We were all together, but then after that, we had to split up. You know, not that big of a deal, but we got over there, and then, or they got over there really early, and then the next day we flew over there. And I just remember that night, so we drove down and then we slept some of that day, and then that night we had to sleep through so that we could get up the next day and then leave. That night, I just remember just not even sleeping at all. And I maybe got an hour of sleep, and that's being generous. I just remember basically laying there, not being able to sleep, just so uncomfortable, so torn. And there was a point at like 4 a.m. when I just started talking to my cousin, because he wasn't sleeping either. He was rolling all over the place, and it was just not cool. And you know, there was finally a point where I was able to doze off a little bit, and then the alarm went off, and it was time to get up. We all got packed, flew out that morning. We all left at like. Actually, it wasn't even 4 a.m. that we started talking. It was way earlier than that, because we left the house at 4 a.m. so that we could make our flight. And then we traveled all day, got there. I remember just getting there, and we didn't even go to his house. We went over to his cousin's house on his mom's side of the family. So it would be his cousin, not my cousin. I don't want to tell the whole story. You know, I mean, it's really difficult for me. But long story short is, you know, after the whole time being there, I come back, and for the longest time I've just been unmotivated, not wanting to do anything, not motivated to do diddly squat. So I've just been kind of sitting at home, you know, and not doing anything. But Christmas rolled around, and you know, I got presents for everybody. You know, I was gonna get presents for, except for my brother. I didn't know what to get him. You know, I had no clue what in the world to get him. So I just decided I'm gonna give him my old snowboard, because I had this snowboard that I haven't been using. It's way too small for me now. The boots are way too small, but it's perfect size for him. So I decided I'm just gonna give him my snowboard. Like, why not? You know, this kid could totally use it, and that'll force me to get off my butt, go get a snowboard myself, and actually get up to the mountain, which is only an hour away, and go snowboarding, which I've been wanting to do for the past few years anyway. So I hunkered down, did that, got them, or I already had a bunch of money saved up from before this, and you know, I quit my job from 2 months in a truck, so got a snowboard, and we went snowboarding, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun snowboarding with him, and I've been snowboarding a lot with my cousin. Here recently, I actually got hurt snowboarding. I was up at Brundage in McCall, Idaho, and it's such a dumb story, because what I hurt was my butt. Okay, so of all the things that I could hurt, I hurt my own ass. First time going off these jumps that they had just made, you start at the top of the run and you can't make it over the first jump, and so you know, you just kind of like mosey on over it barely, and then the second one, if you go with full speed off the top of that first jump, you'll be able to make it off the second jump no problem with you know, not too much speed, blah blah blah. And I made it over, you know, after I realized what was going on the first run. But the second time that I'm coming down to go through these jumps, I go off I start way higher up before the run even starts, and I get enough speed to go over the first one just fine. And then I'm coming up on the second one, and I'm going too fast. And I know I'm going too fast. I'm going to overshoot this jump by a lot. And so I get scared inside, and I start leaning back on my snowboard. And if you guys know anything about snowboarding, it's that fear is the thing that will get you hurt the most. If you're scared to do something, you're going to get yourself hurt. So I was scared coming off this jump. I started leaning back, and lo and behold, I come off this jump starting, you know, to fall backwards. And so I'm in the air completely parallel with the ground, and I realize I'm screwed. I'm going to hit the ground, and I'm not going to be on my board. I'm going to be on my back. So when I'm 10 feet away from the ground, I'm just like, all right, well, whatever. All fear left my body, and I just straighten out, and I just wait for impact. Like, I just close my eyes, I lay back, straighten out my body, I wait for impact, and bam! right on my butt, okay? And it was pretty evenly distributed between my entire body, you know, but I really hit my butt the hardest. And so I just basically sat there. I was the first one in the line of the train because there was a few. I was there with my cousin, my uncle, my dad, and then one of my cousins who passed away, his friend from Grangeville. He used to live in Grangeville, so he has a lot of friends. I go and hang out with them now. As often as I can because they're enjoyable to hang out with, and I know like we have this connection, we share the same pain, I guess is a good way to put it. We all know what each other is going through. Both my dad and my uncle spray me with snow while I'm laying there in extreme pain. My dad stops down at the bottom of the run, he yells up, "Are you okay?" And I'm just like, "No!" Because, you know, he just sprayed me with snow and I'm like just laying there all pissed. You know, I laid there for a minute and then I finally got up. I was able to, you know, sucker through the pain and get up and actually stand up. And I unbinded my bindings and walked down the hill quite a ways and then put my board down and stretched and was walking back and forth. And after stretching and doing all that, I binded back up. I stood up and I started snowboarding down a little bit. And it was okay. You know, it wasn't too painful. The most painful part was when I had to unbind and push myself. You know, like skate is what the term is for pushing yourself around the mountain. When you're at the bottom, you have to take one foot out and push with one foot in your board. Not that big of a deal. It really did hurt though, like not gonna lie. But I snowboarded around for another hour or hour and a half. And then it come lunchtime, you know, we all went to the lodge. And after, because I had to walk from the lodge where I put my snowboard down to the car to get my lunch. That was so painful. Walking hurt worse than snowboarding itself. So it was from that point that I realized I really need to just not do anything. I sat in the lodge for the rest of the day while my dad went snowboarding for the rest of the day. And then the drive home, you know, was painful because I had to sit there in pain and it all sucked. And I'm to the point where I am now, you know, I'm doing all right. Right now my back is just super tight. My back has just been, it's like knotted up from the pain and just everything that went down there to help fix my body basically. So, but anyways, you know, that's where I am now. I'm looking for a job because I'm honestly running out of money, and this summer I plan on fighting wildfires because that pays well. So I'm hoping that I can get into that and get to where I'm making enough money through that to where I can just go snowboarding during the winter, maybe have a part-time job during the winter. I don't know, but I really want to snowboard. Okay, and where I'm getting at with this is I do still want to do YouTube. Finally, a few nights ago, I started having this creative process starting to turn in my brain, which is something that I haven't had in the past 2 months, and that's good. So I've been thinking of things to do with YouTube. I'm thinking snowboarding. I'm thinking this, that, and the other thing. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet, but I do know that what I do, I want to do with other people. I don't want it to be just me. I want it to be me and other people. Now, whoever wants to join in. I know my cousin, William, I think he wants to do it. I'm kind of reading in between the lines. He has a GoPro, you know, he's kind of getting into the whole stuff with videos and stuff. And so I'm kind of thinking maybe I can join up with him and we can do something. But with the whole eternity, as far as that being my channel, this channel is dead. And I basically want to say it this way: eternity also commit suicide. Like, this channel is done. It's no more. It's just eternity was something for Call of Duty, and it was strictly a Call of Duty based channel, and I'm done with that, you know. You know, there is some hope for Call of Duty. I hear that the next year is going to be boots on the ground, and hopefully the next 3 years after that, as you guys probably saw in T Martin's video. I'm excited for that. I probably will still be getting Call of Duty. I hope to be able to earn the money to be able to buy For Honor. I don't know how that's going to go because For Honor is just kind of something that I can play in my own time. I want Call of Duty to be something I can play in my own time and have fun with it. I am still extremely good at Call of Duty. Whenever I do go back and play, I'm still dropping the 2KD. It's just not fun. Like, I don't enjoy it anymore, so why would I want to do it? When it comes to YouTube, you have to really enjoy what you're doing, and Call of Duty has just completely gone down the drain. It's not a good game anymore, you know? I mean, Black Ops 3, I go back and play that, and it's fun, because Black Ops 3 was a fun game. You go into Infinite Warfare, I hate the thing, you know? I tried to enjoy it so hard. I stressed myself to enjoy the game in the beginning of the game, but It's just not happening. When I do come back, it's going to be on a different channel. I'm going to set up a new channel. I'm going to make my own art, blah, 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 all this stuff. It's going to be something completely different. One thing that I do know is it will be under my own name, which is Wyatt Nichols. I will let you guys know. I will upload a video to this channel letting you guys know that the other channel has been created and that I'm starting to make content on it and whatnot. So that will, I'll put a link in the description, blah, blah, all that stuff. But I do thank you guys for the journey. It's been fun. I'm not gonna lie, it has been fun. There's been some very enjoyable moments. If you guys know Drebula, if you've been following me through that time when I was, uploading with Drebula, we were competing, doing GBs and stuff. Those were the times when I had the most fun, to be honest, when I was playing with him, because he was just such an enjoyable person to be around and to play with, and he could always make me laugh, and we'd laugh together, and I'd make him laugh every once in a while. I'm not that funny of a guy, but somehow I made him laugh every once in a while. But it's on to new things, It's the time has come for me to change. That's to say, for more of like my personality. As you guys can see, I'm wearing Carhartts, okay? I used to never wear Carhartts. I never used to wear something like this. All of this it has a lot to do with my cousin, to be honest. Whenever we would hang out, we would always go and do things outside. In fact, if you guys don't know who my cousin is, he is in some of my videos. I'll post, I'll show you guys one of the video segments that he was in.
What are you doing?
Leaving my mark on history.
So as you guys can see, he's in the Hot Springs video. We would always go and adventure and do things outside, and we'd go find things to do just in the mountains. And now that he's gone, I have this large craving to go do those things that we once used to do. And so I'm just going to continue filling that craving because it's there. It's a lot. It helps relieve the stress. It relieves the pain, especially when I'm out snowboarding. It's something, I just go and my mind is focused on snowboarding. It's nothing else. I'm not worried about anything else other than just having a good time snowboarding. With that, obviously snowboarding is a seasonal thing. I can't do that year round on my channel. However, I do want that to be a part of my channel, and I want to, I want to do something different. I don't want to be in gaming anymore. Gaming is what brought YouTube into my life. It's what brought YouTube, it's basically what made YouTube big. However, that doesn't leave out the fact that maybe I can stream in the future. If I do get to a position where I can stream, that would be cool. However, I live in Idaho. Streaming is very difficult. But that's not to say that I might get to a place where I have a following and it'll be worth it. And maybe I won't even be doing gaming and streaming. Maybe I'll do something else. I don't know. Again, I do want to remind you guys, if you guys do have any questions in the comments below, please ask away. I will answer any questions you guys do have. If I don't answer your questions in a video, I will answer your questions in the comments below for sure. Eternity is no more. However, I do thank you guys for the experience, for the time that I did have with you guys. And it's not like it's gone, I'm still going to be here. I'm just not going to be doing gaming anymore. I'm going to be doing something dramatically different. So I thank you guys for all sticking around and watching this video, seeing my side of the story, see where I've been for the past 2 months and why Eternity is gone. I thank you, Zachy, for just for the times that we had, the grind that we had, and the difference of opinions that we always had, and the times that we could talk, the teammates that we were to each other through ASK. I thank you, Drebula. Obviously, Drebula knows that I thank him. We talk every once in a while, and we have big plans to meet up one time, at least sometime in the future. We got to meet up and hang out with each other because we are we were best buds, and I don't know. Anyways, I also want to thank you, Aero Force One. You're a cool dude. I love it when you upload videos and you're mad. You remind me a lot of Jev, and it was just good times hanging out with you. I watched your videos to this day. You're one dude that I probably will never unsubscribe from because I just think your content is hilarious. But anyways, I really do have to end this video because I will just keep talking and talking until I don't know, I fall asleep. So, I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace out, guys.